Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is a class discussion for Empowerment Technologies. Okay, Module 3, Collaborative ICT Development. So for this module, your specific performance task is to create a blog advertisement. The most essential learning competencies are identify the different online collaborative tools that can enhance communication and collaboration among groups, determine the advantages of using online collaborative tools, and use an online collaborative tool to effectively evaluate the quality, value, and appropriateness of peers existing or previously developed ICT content in relation to the theme or intended audience viewer of an ICT project. So collaborative ICT development. So let's have an activity. So if you're going to create a blog, or in module 2, you're asked to create an advocacy plan for a specific local or regional cause or issue that you want to have a social change, then what would be the theme or the advocacy of your blog? Next, who are the target audience of your blog? Because again, the main task is to create a website that will contain your advocacy, right? So who are you targeting? Who's your audience? So it depends upon you. Next is how often will you post new content? It might be once a week, twice a month, or maybe daily kung masipag talaga kayo, no? But that's impossible. And that's quite hard. Like editing a video or creating an article, it's really hard. So you have to really plan and think about how often you're going to post a new content. Next, what platform will you use? Blogging site ba? Video? YouTube ba yan? Are you going to create a blog or vlog? Is it going to be a Facebook page? Are you going to use Google Sites? Or just like in Module 2, we used Jimdo. Are you going to use Jimdo? And why? You have to explain why. And then where will you post your blog? Like the link of your blog. Is it going to be via YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter? Or actually in the current business trend that is happening right now, kailangan you have like everywhere. You have presence everywhere. Like for example, you cannot just have a website of your own. You also have to have a YouTube account, a Facebook account, an Instagram account, and a Twitter account. And the links to all your products should be in all of those platforms. Kasi well, anyway, that is for business. But the same concept can be used for an advocacy plan, diba? Kung gusto mo na mas malawak na presence, online presence, then you can make use of all these platforms and not exactly create content for each platform, but just share links in those platforms. Okay? So this is like a continuation of your advocacy plan in module 2. So web portals. A web portal is a specially designed website that provides information catered from various sources, such as emails, online forums, search engines on one platform in a uniform way. That is a web portal. For example, have you seen the difference between a Yahoo page and Google? Diba sa google.com, it's like plain search engine. Walang anything else. Kasi nga, meron siyang specific icon for that one. And when you click it, all other things that are related to a Google account is there. Gmail, YouTube account, forms, docs, slides, sheets, nandoon lahat, no? Pero ang isang web portal, automatically, pag land mo sa kanilang page, they have everything right in that web page. For example, Yahoo. You can immediately see the news or the trending news that is related to you or within your area. And then meron siyang link for your mail. Andyan na yung mga link for music or movies or shows that you usually go to. So yun ang ibig sabihin ng web portal. Okay? It is a personalized and customized library that helps in navigation and personalization of notifications that provide well-integrated information from diverse sources with advanced features such as task management, collaboration, business intelligence, and many others. There are a lot of things that you can use web portals for. But for a student, mainly you can use it for mail and for notifications as well as looking at the trending news or the breaking news for the day. So some terminologies that we need to distinguish, although I think we have already distinguished this in media and information literacy. So web page is a web page, is a page. It's just a simple page or a single page, I should say, that can be opened or translated and can be rendered by a web browser. A website is a consolidation of web pages that acts or are related to one another and is belonging to a specific website. Ang web browser naman ang maka-open or maka-interpret or maka-render ng web page at ng website. Okay? Ang web address naman or URL, Uniform Resource Locator, yan yung nakikita mo sa itaas ng web browser at yan yung ilalagay mo para makapunta ka sa isang website. Ang domain name naman is what you call this one, the name of the website na madaling matandaan ng users. So for example, facebook.com. Pero Facebook pa lang, what you call this one, maalala mo na siya. And facebook.com is the domain name of Facebook. Ang buong URL kasi mahaba. Kasali doon yung https:// facebook.com/ I don't know, messages / something like that. So that is the entire Uniform Resource Locator. The domain name is just the domain name. Okay? Ang web portal naman, kanina lang nasabi na natin, isa siyang web page na kung saan, or website I should say, na nandoon karamihan ng kailangan mo like news, email, video sharing sites or videos that you usually go to or that interests you, and other notifications. And then web hosting naman. Ang web hosting are companies or service providers na nagbibigay ng a specific IP address so that you can put your website there and they will host your website. So ibig sabihin, sila ang magbibigay sa'yo ng means para ma-upload mo ang buong mong website onto the internet. So online collaborative tools. It is a specific application software designed to help people involved in a common task to achieve goals. A collaborative working environment supports people in both their individual and cooperative work, thus evolving into a new class of professionals, e-professionals, who can work together irrespective of their geographical location. So maraming types of online collaborative tools and depende rin sa paggamit. So let's say for example, an LMS or a learning management system can be an online collaborative tool, right? Because it is where teachers and students alike converge to create something. Diba? Especially for example, if you are having online class, and aside from having online class, we are also creating like a discussion, and we are using a whiteboard, and then we are solving a specific mathematical problem, and all of us are collaborating to solve that one problem. Then LMS or learning management systems can be an online collaborative tool. And aside from that, like for example, a page, this registrar Facebook page, it's not only the admin of the school who's handling that, it's also the registrar, it's also the cashier, also the the senior high school focal person. So a lot of people can do things in there. Okay, so Facebook pages can also be an online collaborative tool. Any application software that will help you do all of these things all together. You have a team perhaps, or different people coming together to work as a team, then that can be an online collaborative tool. However, there are specific application softwares that are designed to be online collaborative tools. Just for example, I'm sure nakikita nyo to parati sa sa tawag dito, sa advertisement sa YouTube, monday.com, That is a very specific online collaborative tool and are very, I think, popular now in business enterprises. So here are some collaboration tools that we can use. Facebook, the G Suite, just like how you upload or I upload your research papers on Google Docs, and then you try to edit it, and I try to edit it as well at the same time. So it is really a collaboration tool. G Suite, no? And then Microsoft Teams, yes, a very good collaborative tool as well. Microsoft Teams is like the counterpart of Google Suite from Microsoft. Dropbox is a different type of collaboration tool. Although hindi siya as tawag dito, konti lang ang feature niya as unlike Microsoft Teams or Google Suite. Dropbox is specifically for cloud computing. Although I think right now nag-enhance na ata ang Dropbox so that it can have more collaboration features. But it is still unlike Microsoft Teams or Google Suite. And then we have Lark, Trello, and WordPress, and of course, Yammer. And you can try using those things if, for example, in the future, especially pag college ninyo, meron kayong mga works and mga projects that you were assigned as a team. So you can use these following collaboration tools. So what are the advantages of collaborative tools? One, a centralized hub for files, announcement, calendars, etc. And kung makita ninyo yung, or napansin ninyo yung advertisement ng monday.com, they can even adjust deadlines and they can create like a time frame or a timeline for the tasks that needs to be done. So everybody is reminded of everything and everybody can keep track, not just of their own tasks, but of the entire group's task. Okay, that's how collaborative tools are powerful. Diba? Like you can aside from transparency, you can really clearly see who is the person assigned for this task, kailan ang deadline, ano na ang progress niya. Aside from that, makikita mo ang announcements and calendars and a whole lot of things and files and even requests maybe. And most of these collaborative tools, lalo na yung mga pang-enterprise level na mga collaborative tools, they have their own mailing system. So that is really good. So file sharing na rin, no, and host online meetings, so they don't have to go through Skype or any other third-party platforms so they can hold online meetings, but it is already built in onto the collaborative tools. And also a live chat, yun na nga yung sinabi ko, mayroong mga mailing systems and chat systems. So in reality, you can say that Moodle is a collaborative tool talaga. We also have chat in Moodle, and we also have big blue button that we use for online meetings and file sharing, because we have been uploading modules onto our platform, right? And we also have calendars, we also have announcements here and files and everything. Okay, so indeed, Moodle is a collaborative tool. So tips to have a successful collaborative tool: choose easy, intuitive online collaboration tools to increase adoption. It depends, actually. It depends, define easy. If intuitive online collaboration tools lang naman, most of the collaborative tools that are existing online are intuitive because of the competition, no, of different websites and of course companies who are giving this service. So due to competition, everybody is, upgrading and stepping up their game. But when we say easy to learn, ito siguro yung nagkakaroon tayo ng difference because of the user interface, and also personal preference of the user. Other people might say that monthly.com is good. Other people might say that Google Suite is still very good. Or other people might say we are using Microsoft Teams because we have subscription to this one. It depends, di ba? Sometimes kung ano lang din yung most available, yun ang ginagamit natin, di ba? So it depends. And next, we have to pick a collaboration tool that supports all communication methods. So again, no, it's the same thing. A lot of collaboration tools existing online offers this, because again of the competition. Ensure your choice has scheduling features to help keep projects on track. Choose a dynamic file sharing solution and choose a product with real-time collaboration. If you're going to work in a company, this is going to be probably in the decision is probably going to be in the hands of the upper management. But pag nag-college na kayo, for example, or even now in senior high school, if you are in need or you are going to use collaborative tools, then I suppose that you can use Facebook, because Facebook is very familiar to you. If you're not going to use Facebook, then you can also use Google Suite, because most of you have Google accounts. Okay, so next. So your performance task for this module is to create an advertising campaign for your blog or vlog in Activity 1.1, which is technically, again, your advocacy plan from Module 2. It can be made of a collage of old magazines or newspapers or a poster using oil pastels, no? Para ito sa mga modular students. But if you are an online student and you have a computer or smartphone that you can use, maybe you can try using Canva, Photoscape, or any other software to create advertisement. This will be collected by the teacher in charge upon retrieval of the module. So, happy working, everyone. Again, no, isa sa mga performance task niyo for this subject is to create a website that an implementation of the advocacy plan that you have submitted. So, make sure na nasubmit nyo na yung performance task nyo sa Module 2 so that we can move on to Module 3 performance task, which is this. Okay? So, for any other questions, you can post it on our group chat or you can PM me directly. And thank you so much for attending the class today. And for the others who are not here, I hope you will be watching this video online. So, thank you again. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.